After 40 years, towards the end of their journey, we see another incident in Numbers 20, verses 1 to 4. And the people of Israel, the whole congregation, came into the wilderness of Zin in the first month, and the people stayed in Kadesh. And Miriam died there and was buried there. Now there was no water for the congregation, and they assembled themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. And the people quarreled with Moses and said, Would that we had perished when our brothers perished before the Lord. Why have you brought the assembly of the Lord into this wilderness, that we should die here, both we and our cattle? As I mentioned, this is at the end of the journey. Nothing had changed. God was faithful and provided them with water, but the people were talking about killing Moses and blamed him for their predicament. Numbers 20:11 says, And Moses lifted up his hand and struck the rock with his staff twice, and water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank and their livestock. The implication of this is that God will not abandon his children. Paul uses this in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verses 1 to 4. For I do not want you to be unaware, brothers, that our fathers were all under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and all were baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and all ate the same spiritual food, and all drank the same spiritual drink. For they drank from the spiritual rock that followed them, and the rock was Christ. And in 1 Corinthians 10:6 we read, Now these things took place as examples for us, that we might not desire evil as they did. The lessons are obvious. It is not wrong to desire water, but we have to wait for God to provide for us. We don't work out our own solutions. We are not the God of our own lives. We have to wait for God. God will do things in His way and in His time. The water ritual during the Feast of the Tabernacles had three meanings. First, it reminded Israel of the Exodus, when God brought water from the rock. Second, it was a way of thanking God for the harvest and asking Him for rain in the coming year. And third, it pointed forward to the Messiah, echoing Isaiah's promise seen in Isaiah 12:3. With joy you will draw water from the wells of salvation. Have a blessed day.